Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to RMT, where it is sizzling hot, interactive, and transforming. On today's episode, we shall be looking at the topic step or foster parents. If you're watching live, remember to add tag live. And if you're watching the replay, add tag replay. And also feel free to put your question on the chat box. If you have any question, remember to share the video and also like the video. For this episode, I have in the studio my co-hosts who are going to be looking at this interesting topic today. I have in the studio Dr. Femi Samuel. Dr. Samuel, welcome to the
Good evening.
show.
Thank
Good
you
evening,
very much,
sir.
ma'am. Good evening, dear.
Also in the studio is Mr. Oluwafemi Oluwaleri. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Mr. Oluwaleri. You cannot hear me. All right. So today's episode, like I said earlier, is step or foster parents. To foster a child is to encourage, help the development or bring up a child that is not yours biologically. A lot of people have been brought up by step or foster parents and they are doing well today. However, we have several other people who have regrets having to be brought up by step or foster parents. Life is not always predictable and sometimes does not come out the way we plan. So, to those whose life has to those who life has opened a chapter for which they have to live with a step or a foster parents, or those that have to nurture a step or a foster child. How can they train the child appropriately, maintain good child and parent relationship, even after the child is grown up and is independent? So, we are going to be looking at the topic today to encourage as many who have had to live with this situation, the foster or step parents. So, we are going to start on the notes. Dr. Samuel, what are the likely situations that could bring about nurturing a step or foster child?
Thank you very much, Mama T. As you said, step parent or step parenting, there are situations that could make someone to be in position of a step parent, like the loss of one spouse and the living spouse, either the widow or the widower decide to remarry. Automatically, the children that the dead woman or the man is leaving behind is going to be, groomed by someone else, by the step parents. So if you are marrying a woman or marrying a man with a child, you are going to be the step parent. It could also be in a case of separation or divorcee. If you are marrying a woman that is divorced or a man that is divorced, you are going to. There is no way you won't have encounter with the his keys that are not yours. That's step keys. It could also come as a case in which the child is an orphan or is being neglected, and you decide to take the responsibility of taking care of that child. By doing that, you'll be a foster parent. It's a common thing in our environment because of the average survival rate in this part of the world is low. Some people who die early, leaving their kids behind. People get separated, leaving their kids behind, and someone must take care of them. You even have a case in which both parents, you can lose both parents, and the child will still have to live with somebody. So because of this, the issue of being taking care of a having a foster parent or a step parent will always come to play. So in any of these, one will actually be a foster parent or a step parent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, my question to you is that should fostering a child be enforced? Should it be enforced? Can Mr. Oluwalere hear me? I'm not sure he can hear me. Mr. Oluwalere, sir, can you hear me? I'm not sure he can hear me. Okay, I'm not sure he can hear me. Dr. Samuel, can you help us with that question? Should fostering a child be enforced?
Fostering a child should not be enforced, but should be encouraged. Because if you look at what fostering a child actually really means, it means you're officially taking charge of that child's care. And a child is not your biological child or a legal child. It's not really, you are not adopting the child, but the child is with you. The child is with you, and you are not the legal parent of the child. Neither are you the biological parent, but you are taking care of the child. It could be over a period of time, taking the child to your family to live with you over a period of time, and it could be for just staying with you, but looking at it, the child is not yours. You are not adopting the child, neither is he your biology. So it's not what should be enforced, but it's what should be encouraged. The reason why I use the word it should be encouraged is that their family, they can actually take care of that child, make life worth living for an extra child. Because in this part of the world, people are poor. We have people that give birth to children that they couldn't train. So if you decide to take the responsibility of taking care of that child, you've relieved the community of bringing up a bad child. And in doing that, you've helped somebody. You are investing in the community and in somebody, to be specific. So it should be encouraged because you can actually make life easy for some people. So it's not what should be enforced, it's what should be encouraged.
Thank you so much. By so doing, you have helped the community. That's nice to know. Mr. Oluwalere, can you hear me now? Mr. Oluwalere, can you hear me? He doesn't seem to hear me. I don't think he can hear me, so we have to continue. Mr. Oluwalere, can you hear me? His network is not so good, so it's like he's just there. The audio is not good. So, and okay, you said that it shouldn't be fostering a child should not be enforced, but should be encouraged. Then Out of obligation, should one accept to nurture a foster or a stepchild you are not capable to care for?
Just thank you very much. Just like the normal principle in life, you shouldn't start what you can't finish. If you cannot take care of a foster child, it will not be fair to venture into it. Like taking in a foster child and expose child labor will not be fair to the child or the community. So if you can take care of a foster child and you get one, as I've said before, you'll be doing not only the child a favor but the community. We should also know that fostering a child is different from adoption. In adoption, the
Yeah.
child has legal right to your properties. But in fostering, you are only helping the child, giving the child instead of putting the child in growing up in homes, maybe orphanage homes. The child has a family, he could call it so he could relate and grow up with. But in the real sense, it's not your legal child, it's not your adopted child. It's just there because you want the child to feel at home, to see how to grow up with family, and because you also feel that you can render and help to someone in your home. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's like we might have to just continue this way since the network of Mr. Valerie is not doing so well. Now, you mentioned the fact that fostering a child is like you're trying to help the child. There is no legal binding between you. Probably could be as a result of marriage. You're marrying the father or the mother, so you take up the child. So we understand that a child might have had an upbringing different from your own pattern of parenting. So how should foster parents manage such situation in case where the child is already wayward, the child is, so to say, stubborn, yeah, the child has some bad things which ordinarily you wouldn't have trained a child to grow up that way. How should a foster parent manage such child?
Thank you very much. Maybe the question should have been this way. If your child is becoming wayward, what do you do? So just see a
Okay.
foster child as if it's your child. It's becoming wayward, what do you do? Human being has the
But
tendency,
at
we have
this
the
in
capacity
this
to
case,
learn
in this case,
and to learn.
okay.
We can learn and unlearn. So you just have to teach
Oh, okay.
somebody. If you are taking in a foster child, first of all, you have the capacity to cope financially with this child. You should also have the capacity to cope emotionally, I mean psychologically with this child. You should be psychologically prepared that this child was not brought up by you. You are just meeting the child at a certain time in his or her developmental milestone. And you must be ready,
Yeah.
expecting things that are strange. Just like if you are separated from your child for a while and has grown up, so you won't expect your child to automatically have your behavior or your because he or she's having your trait. So what you want to do is to be sure to look into a way of learning and unlearning what you don't want. So human being, we have that capacity to learn and to unlearn, and that's what you should explore by making sure that if you need to meet a behavioral therapist, if you need to sit down and counsel the child, if you need to, to show more love so that the child could start reasoning the way you do, in any way this could be done. See it as if my child is misbehaving, what would be my next line of action? Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we should see the child as this is my child. In case my child is going wayward, what should we do? And at the same time, we should have it at the back of our mind that human, we can unlearn and relearn. That's beautiful. Yeah. Specifically about step parenting, how should couple manage the children so that they don't come between them or cause rifts in their relationship?
Oh, the question again, please. My network fluctuated.
Now, all right. I said, being specific to step parenting, how should couple manage the children so that they don't come between them or cause rifts in their relationship?
Oh. Step parenting
Yeah.
could be an equivalent. And step parent means that you are marrying the mother or the father of that child.
Yeah.
And if you love somebody enough, just like someone said sometimes ago, that if you love me, you must love my child. If you love somebody enough to marry the person, to take the person to altar, that means that you are accepting that person's strengths and weaknesses. You are accepting that the extension of that person, which is the children. So you should also learn to accept and to love the children as well. Because there is no way that family can function optimally if the man or the woman knows that his or her children is not accepted by you. You a lot of wisdom is needed. And if you are, as a man, you are marrying a woman with kids, the only way you can show to that woman that you really love her is to accept that kid. In accepting that kid, what do? The kids are going to make mistakes. They are not yours. And see them and say, okay, if they are mine, what will I do? The kids will cause problem once in a while. And you must be careful. If there is a problem and you need to take an hard decision on those children, let it not come from you. In fact, you should be the one taking the softer decision about those children or the good one, and the father or the mother of the kids taking the hard decision. You shouldn't portray yourself to the kids that you are you don't like them. Even sometimes children could be mischievous. They will come up with uh, with behavior to tell you that you are not their mother, you are not their father. You should stay out of love. Try to convince them that come. I know I'm not your biological mom, but for marrying your mom, I've taken the responsibility of your father, and I should act as one. I know over the time, but saying this over and over to them, they will get to accept you. So you just have to make up your mind that I'm marrying this woman, I'm marrying this man, and I must take care or accept the kids. It's surely an Akulian task that you marry a woman with kids, you have to battle with the children to be sure that there won't be problem at all. So the two parties, and if for any reason there is a problem, don't shy away from it. If you are the one at an advantage, because in relationship now, there is always someone at an advantage. It's usually better if you are the one at an advantage and you are the one brokering the peace, trying to uh make sure things work well. You are the one without peace, the woman has a peace. If they are the one with an advantage, there is problem. Usually good for you to be the one to broker the peace, to call the woman, to or call the children, explain to them what is going on. You have to re-emphasize your commitment you made to the mom. and in extension to them, that they should not mistake your uh, behavior, your action or inaction to be deleterious to them. If you keep saying this, you will save your home. And at the end, I can bet you they will be happy and they will learn how to appreciate you more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love that statement that at the end they will learn how to appreciate you more. Yeah, looking at that, I just want to digress a little bit. In generally in the southern parts, I don't know if it's happening in other parts, region of the country. Most of the time, some, especially the female, are disqualified from marrying a man because she has children before that marriage. What is your take on that?
Thank you very much. If you look at most people that are taking this decision about painting or painting a woman that is married black, usually the older generation, because there is this general belief that what happened, most especially if the uh the issue is out of wedlock, that what really happened. But they should, let's see it this way, that it's not all single parents or people that have parents out of that children out of wedlock. It's not all of them that are promiscuous. Some may just be unlucky with sweet tongue, fine looking, and young men that decide not to that decide to neglect their responsibility. And the woman just feel, do I want to go for an abortion? Decide to take up this responsibility. So the older generation will have this belief that they are promiscuous. If they are not, why are they there? But it's not always true. But what is the new thinking? The new thinking is that, do you love her enough to take her as a wife? So if you love her enough to take her as a wife, another question is, are you ready to accept the child is coming into that relationship? Because you will not expect a woman who had an issue somewhere, maybe out of wedlock, to throw away her child. It's not going to be possible. I've seen cases where they have to drop the child with the grandmother. Well, I don't want to comment much on that. But the question there is that our society frown at it, having a child out of wedlock. Though people are coming saying more about it that well, it's normal, it's not bad. But be that as it may, if you really love a woman enough to propose her, if she's good, because there are so many.
All right.
Because
Okay.
she she's beautiful, she's industrious, or maybe there'll be something that attracts you. That child shouldn't be or a war in you achieving your aim. So if you like her, go for her. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Larry network is not good. Is it because of the rain today? Wow. So, on that note, some parents naturally they are disciplinarian. So, for people like that, because they're trying to be on the soft side because he's a foster child or he's a stepchild, does that mean they should treat their foster or stepchildren differently to avoid, or what will people say?
If you're disciplinarian, it's simple. Let your principle be well spelled out. If I'm marrying a woman with a child and I have 3 kids, I will expose all the children to the same thing. In fact, there's an adage in Yoruba that said that if you don't try an evil charm on your own kinsmen, the stranger will not hear you. Please deal with before you start dealing with your foster child or your stepchild, your own children should be first. Let them, and if you are dealing with them, don't be partial. If your children is doing the same thing, if your children commit an offense and the foster child could see the punishment, I mean everybody, even your spouse, the foster child, the stepchild, everybody will see the punishment. So it will not be as if you are dealing with them out of hatred. And people should know this. People can actually be disciplined and still be loving. You discipline someone, it's not to death. I will tell you why I'm going to punish you, why I want to punish you. Even the child, when you tell a child why you want to punish that child, the child may say, appreciate you later, even beating the child. The child is not your child, and you leave the child just to grow as if you planted a tree and the tree is growing with no other interest. Let the child know that there are cause and effect in your home. Let the law be well spelled out. You faulted in this law, and you'll be punished this way. If you do that, I don't think your spouse will take it too personal. If he or his child is not being there. I know of a particular family where the father doesn't allow the woman to discipline the stepson. It was a big problem. And the child grew up to around 12 years without having any input. I mean, when I say no input, I mean no input. His stepmother too was now being, petty. He will leave the boy. He won't talk to the boy. Just eat your food. Don't wash your mouth. No, don't even bathe for 5 days. Leave the child. You see, that may also show that the family needs to sit down and talk things over. That this foster child, this stepchild, you need to also take care of them. So let your yea be yea and let your nay be nay. Let people know you for who you are. If you want to be disciplined, let everybody know you are disciplined. Not that when it comes to A, you are disciplined. When you come to B, you are quiet about it. People will see you as being partial, and it won't go on with the relationship. Remember, the only way you can truly love a woman is to take care of her child. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You can be disciplined and still be loving at the same time. Now, looking at some step parents can be wicked. Yes, there are wicked step parents. There are some wicked foster parents that maltreat other people's children. And some of them can be so corny about it, they will present themselves as nice to the parents of the child or to their husband or wife, and behind them maltreating the child. Then there are different ways that one could actually be wicked to a child. Like the example you made that the woman decide to just let the child rotten. So to an extent, well, maybe because the father doesn't want her to touch the child, it's the person is not nice to that child. So what is your advice for wicked foster parents or step parents? Mr. Lualere, can you hear me? Mr. Lualere, are you there? Can you hear me? I can see you, but I don't know if you can hear me. Can you? If you can hear me, can you wave? So let's know if it's your audio. If you can hear me, just wave at us. Praise God.
I'm not really hearing you very well. I'm not able to penetrate it. Going and coming. And the has been working.
And
Sir, I think you
your
should check
network
your
is not
network.
even so cool.
Maybe it's 3G. Check your network.
I get it.
It may be 3G also. Doesn't look.
You know, it's raised there. It's raised there. I don't know whether it was all the reason. Last month, I know.
I can hardly hear you because it's just breaking. Maybe you should just leave and come back. You can leave
Okay.
and come back. Maybe that would do better listen today. So let's continue on that. Your advice for wicked foster or step parents. Dr.
Thank you very
Samuel?
much. I know the whole video is. Yes, I'm with you. The whole video is full of movies about wicked step parents and what the outcome could be. But let's look at it this way. I decided not to have an housemaid, and I have my reasons for that. There was a time the pressure of the work was actually much when the kids were small. I decided not to have an housemaid. And the reason is clear. I will not take in another person's child, pay the person, be paying the person, and be depriving the person of the future. I don't see it to be, to be a good thing to do. I'll take a child, maybe around 14 or 15, someone of my child's age. You'll be out to my children will be in school. My conscience won't take that. If at all you must stay with me, I must make contribution into your future. Look at great men that have lived, great kings, great men that have lived. There are things that is common to them. Their children they are not usually as great as they are. Have you ever asked why?
Why?
Let's just go to.
Wow. Wow. Great. So far we have been looking at the foster or step parent, and it has been established that fostering a child should not be enforced, but should be encouraged. And at the same time, when you are fostering a child, probably because the parents cannot afford to take care of the child, you are helping the community by taking out that child from the streets. Yes, Dr. Samuel is back. Hello, Dr. Samuel.
Hello.
You can go on.
Hello.
Yes, you can go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Check the children of those great men. Their children, they are not as great as them. Because being great, you need to groom, you need to be trained. You need to be trained. When I say training, what training is that? Making you to be who you are, they want you to be. Changing your orientation. Look at even great men of God. We are their children. Their children are not always well groomed. Because what? It is the maid that is doing the cooking. It is the maid that is taking care of the house. It is the PA that is following the man everywhere. The children are somewhere enjoying the labor of their father. At the end, there's no way the children can step into the shoe of their father. I have seen rich men. I have known rich men that have had empire. After their death, the empire will collapse. Have you ever asked why? Because those children, they've not been made to understand what life is all about. The man is working, doesn't want anything to touch him. The same thing go with the same thing go with if you're a bad stepmother or step parent. You are training that child. Someone said that if you have seen this film before, Fighting Temptation, there Beyonce said something. Say, when life makes you stay with mean and hateful people, see them as sandpaper, you are as a surface. They may rub you so hard but at the end, you get better. And what happened to them? They were out. So you see it that way. If you think you are just being wicked to somebody, you are punishing, you are not punishing, you are training that person. And at the end, that person will be better off for it. Look at people that have military training. If you are close to them or you have been exposed to military training in the past, usually very brutal. And why are they making it brutal? They want you to learn. They want you to be trained. They don't just want to give a weapon to an untrained hand. It's dangerous. You must be who they want you to be. There is no training that is easy. Either you are being trained as a doctor, you wake up at night, you do rigorous call, you will, read books that are terrible. Do you know? It's training. So if you think that as a step parent, you are not being wicked, you are training that child, you are training the boy, and it will show later in the future. Your kid that you think you are pampering, there will be nowhere to be found because they cannot meet up with that training. So look beyond taking care of that child, look into training that child. If you have a stepchild and you think you are using the child for child labor, what are your children doing? Sleeping and watching movies. That life, nothing good comes easy in life. Nothing good comes easy. So if you are a step parent, you think you are just being wicked, punishing somebody. You are not. You are training the child. And in due season, when the time comes for there to be competition, your children will know where to be found. So it's not being wicked, it's mixing your priority. When you see mothers or fathers that are very strict, the kids may complain over but with time, they will look back and say, "We thank God we made us pass through this."
Yeah.
So my advice is that you are sowing seed, and that seed will germinate and bear fruit. You will not be able to withstand what the fruit holds for you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You said that quoting that they may rob you so well, but at the end you get better. In that light, what is your encouragement for people or children that are being maltreated either by their foster or their step parents?
My advice to them is just to bear the pain for now. Someone was narrating a story of in that when the colonial master came to the black continent, the first set of people to be educated were the slaves, not the princes. They will kill the prince in the palace, the slave will go out with the white men. But that slave will be coming back to serve the white men. He can speak English, he can interpret. Speaking English, interpreting, to the community means that the person is suddenly become an important person that you can't do without. It is after a while,
Yeah.
the king now start thinking about it. Come, I can't even hear this white man. So why can't I also make my children to learn? And that also happened. Look at people that, the first people that were prominent during the colonial era, the slaves. So if you find yourself in that situation, it's just a matter of that. Nothing lasts forever. Not even the condition you are passing through. It's not permanent. It will expire one day. It's like our drug. It has its expiry date. It will expire. It's just for you to bear it a little while, and after which it will expire, and you will be better for it. See it as if you are passing through trading, and you'll be better for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So bear the pain for now. Nothing lasts forever. Well, So before we close finally on this topic, I'm going to ask one last question, which is there any benefits in fostering other people's children?
Yes, there are a lot of benefits. And let me start by saying this. You'll be fulfilled yourself, that you've contributed your own quota to humanity. There is this fulfillment that one feels when you are adding something to someone's life. Let me give an example. I know a particular family. I've heard of a particular family in which it is their housemate, the housemate today, send money home to the woman every month. The housemate came to their family, she sent the girl to school, attended polytechnic, start working in the bank, send money home to that family. See it from this point of view, they've added something from child labor. The child that was sold into child labor slavery, they've added something to that child's life. The child will forever be great. Even the woman will look at the child and be fulfilled. She took that decision. That is number one.
Yeah.
Number two, what about the society? If those children, if you can take, imagine the Amajiris are taking off the road. We may not have the level of terrorism we have in the northern part of this country. You keep your own children in good school, they school abroad. Now I say some people are Amajiris. I've been to the north, and that site is not good to be with. You have those people, children looking around, begging for money, begging to feed. They will become tongues in your flesh later. They are the one that will start, they can start a revolution, they can start a riot, and they will even make the wealth you've created for your kids to be difficult for them to enjoy it. So when you are investing in the society, taking care of those children, you are also taking care of your own children indirectly. Because if they become armed robber, terrorist, kidnapper, you will not also enjoy it. Now, most of us are not enjoying this country. Why? Because a group of some people are left unattended to. And the problem we think that we've left unattended to, that's not what we feel is not our problem, is becoming our problem now. So if people, the society is still fostering of children, you have money to feed 10 kids and you have two, you can take extra and make life easy. Those extra you've taken, they will not be available for the men of the underworld to disciple and use them against it tomorrow. So, an advantage both to you, your own happiness, to your children, their safety, to the society, to the economy, to the image of this country. The whole world sees us as terrorists. To the image of the country. So, if people could be involved in fostering, making society better, it's cause and effect. This program to you now may not be widespread. Someone somewhere will open up to this program in 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, and will learn something from it. It's a contribution to society. And if you leave the society unattended to, society will take your attention by force. And by then, it may not be what you like. So fostering somebody child could help the society to a large extent in catering for a child and making them get at least better life for you, for me, for our children, for the country and the world at large. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It's been a wonderful experience. And it seems so short, man, but we've gone a long way today. So on this note, we are going to be drawing the curtain, but before we go, what's your final word, your final note, your advice to foster parents, uh, a foster child, whoever life have opened a chapter for to be fostered by other people that are not his or own parents, or parents that have been life has put it on their laps to take care of someone else's child. What's your final note on this topic?
Thank you very much, Mama T. If life has given you children to take care of, I see it as life has given you the future to cater for. We all know what's going on, what will happen in the next 20 years. If someone has fostered Adolf Hitler very well, we now have the Second World War. She may just be saving all of us by that your singular act.
That is very deep.
And
That
and
is
for
deep.
the foster children, grab every opportunity given to you for the future. Even if the person is trying to be hard on you, I said it that when life makes you stay with mean and hateful people, see them as a sandpaper and you a surface. They may rub you so hard, but what happens to them? They will wear out. But you get smoother. There is no training that's easy. You are being trained. And at the end, you will now know why God made you to pass through the things you passed through. Whatsoever you are doing now, consider the future. This, your action or inaction, will surely have a ripple effect in a few years to come. And come to think of it, what would that effect be? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. This is really amazing. And I want to believe somebody had to pick up something, learn something, encourage on this subject matter. If you are a foster parent or a child or grown up that had to stay with somebody that had to foster you. The truth of the matter is that in recent time, people now say that, oh, I have a bonus. If you're fostering a child or you are a stepfather, it's a bonus. You didn't go through child labor. You didn't have to carry the baby in your womb to have this baby. So it's a bonus. See it as life. See that child as a gift life has given you. So nurture it well. Say that this child, I'm putting something in the future, and I believe in the end you have good reward for it. And this is where we're going to close the curtain on the topic today. Thank you for being part of today's episode. If you're watching replay, remember to tag replay and also share the video, like the video, and we hope to see you again on another episode on Real Men's Talk, where it's sizzling, hot, interactive, and transforming. So, good night, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend.
Good night, ma. Good night, everyone.
Good night.